last year during the 12-day war, there was a notion sent by Donald Trump towards Iran that there has a 2-week timeline to understand, to cease of its hostilities. However, after giving of the 2-week timeline, in about 2 days, there was attacks on the various nuclear facilities of Iran. So that's a contrary to last year. I want to understand the situation more in the studio with senior journalist Abdul Bari. You were hearing Norman and his curiosity regarding the Strait of Hormuz. Donald Trump had made a comment yesterday that labeled him as a genocidal leader. He said that an entire civilization shall be wiped out. However, such a issue has not been raised due to this ceasefire of 2 weeks. How are you seeing this issue as it unfolds?
We have an experience about it. We already discussed this issue the past time. The last show, we tell about it. All the weapons is used by the America. The first was sanction, is finished. Next was the psychological war. That's also finished, and Iran won. And the last was the physical strike or the physical war. We discussed elaborately last talk show. But now you said what we said and what we comments about the war, everything executed in total, which we discuss here in this SATV talk show. That is already happened. The last was what? Last was every attempt of the Donald Trump will be failed. We told about it. He was threatened to the Iran. If the Iran is not come under the signing or the peace ceasefire, then the big massacre is waiting for the Iran. Iran is not take it very seriously. They said whatever it is, as because they lost their main beloved leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. So right. Nothing there is to be lost. So they are thinking that we have to do or die policy. So they don't care about all types of the threats of Donald Trump. That's why Donald Trump also came in big odd position. The local people of the America is agitated, is started in between local people and his party men and the Congress. They are not allowed Mr. Donald Trump to run this war. Donald Trump is thinking that within the 7 days they will defeat Iran. 7 days is fast. That's why he did not take any permission from the proper authority to run the war. But when they are thinking that the year is not finished, so the 30 days over, 32 days over, 37 days is over, there is no way. Donald is a horns of dilemma. What he have to do? He will run the war or stop the war or surrender to the Iran, or he will hand over his power to the resignation. There is no way. And many types of the pressure is already put in the head of the that is Obama. That is Donald Trump.
Right.
And Donald Trump is trying to find that if I got any 1 point to escape, then I will apply. So the 1 point they got by the negotiation of the Pakistan. The Pakistan is a our-like country. Pakistan is not the high-level country. Pakistan's status is internationally is not equal with the America and others to be the negotiation. The people can think about this negotiation, can do the France, then do the Germany, can do the big country. But you look the third world countries, one Pakistan is the leading country to bring them in the negotiation table. So this is the big victory of the ASEAN also, as because Pakistan is doing very good and whole world is in big problem. The Amen has been back among the world people. Everybody is conscious about it. What would be the next, as because the reservoirs of the fuel is coming finished, and what will be the next? Civilization, Trump already told, we will finish the civilizations of the Iran. Everything was very dangerous position. After the signing or the agreements of this ceasefire, the Amen has back among the all over the world. The tension is now over. So what is written on that agreement? The 10 point was this. First was the Hormuz. The
reopening of the Hormuz.
Reopening of the Hormuz. What Trump told? Trump told the Iranian army will coordinate to pass the ship. At the same time, international maritime organizations, they declare that 400 ships is waiting to cross Hormuz Pranali, Hormuz Strait. So, that is why we are thinking the most important and the priority above to open the Hormuz Strait. So, this is the priority, as because the America is allowed Iranian army to coordinate the Hormuz Strait. So, it is a one kind of victory of the Iran. We can say it about to arrange signing or the commitment to finish war permanently. What does mean by it? The mean is that you need to stop and commit. So, America is coming to do war. America is start war. If America committed that we will not go to start any war anywhere, then there is nobody will not come. So, it is the one kinds of achievements of the Iran. And not only that, regional conflict in between the Arab country, somewhere the Houthi and the others, Lebanon, Israel, etc. every is a unrest is going on among the Middle East. So, regional conflict. So, that is also the third point. Fourth point, save the naval route. Yes, so naval route need to do save, as because my ship, I am the traders. My ship will pass any type of the ocean. We have need to follow the international rules and regulation. Within this territory, nobody is not entitled to attack us. So, if we made the safe naval route law or any signing or any agreement, then the naval route will be safe. No need to spend lot of money to guarding the ship. So, this is also the one good
and
point.
Not just that, every ship has some level of insurance premium that is being affected every day because of their halt in the ocean.
Due to this region, and not only that, another the sanction. We told about the sanction is one kinds of the big opening, primary weapons of the America. If America think this man is not good, okay, this man is not doing in favor of us, okay, put sanction. If the state and the organization, America is always using sanction. So, what Iran said, stop or withdraw the sanction. Withdraw the sanction. If the sanction is withdrawn from the Iran, then everything will be come back. If the sanction is withdrawn, then many of the property of the Iran has been seized by under the rules of sanction. Everything should be released. So, this is the interest of the Iran. You look the first point, Iranian army will control the Hormuz, the 1 point gain of the Iran. Second, to commitment, the America will commit it to the Iran, that they will sign the permanent agreement to stop the war. Regional is in favor. The safe naval route in favor of the Iran, and sanction in favor of the Iran, release their property in favor of Iran. At the same time, the compensation, maybe you hear it. The
yes, Iran is asking for compensation.
I heard the speech from the international media last night. Maybe I heard it from the maybe CNN or Al Jazeera who told it. I don't know. I cannot remember in this moment. But they said that as because Iran is losing many of the structure, many of the economy generating organizations, and the establishment has been destroyed by this year. So, Iran is entitled to get their compensation. So, they
did mention that they must be compensated for the losses from this war.
So the Donald Trump is agreed to give them compensation. So, it is also in favor of the Iran. Uranium, 1 point is America win. The American main demands, they will not allow Iran to make a
claim.
No, the uranium. But the uranium, they cannot use this atomic weapon. Atomic weapon they cannot make. This is the main demands of the America.
Right.
So, in this point America is getting. They said, okay, you are not allowed to use this uranium to make
nuclear or atomic weapons, right?
Nuclear. So that this point is in favor. Only within 10, in my observation, only the 1 point is going in favor of the America, and they have need to take back all soldier. Yes, if the war is not, then
there is no point of having soldiers.
No, it's also losing position, losing points of the USA. USA is not withdraw their force. You look Iraq and Lebanon, Syria, everywhere. America, wherever America set up their army base, they did not withdraw. And this is first time America is agree, and by written they will take back their soldier. It's 100% benefit goes to the Iran,
right.
And the war should be stopped then and there, not after 7 days, not 3 days, not 4 days. War should be stopped now, in this moment. So, if we justify the 10 points about the signing of the ceasefire, then only the 1 point is in favor of USA and 9 points is in favor of Iran.
Right.
So, in my justice, Iran won. At the same time, I do not disagree with the America. America also won. They are going to big loss. The scope is making their safe exit from the war, and not only that, American many things has been lost. Another thing, 10th April they will go to sit in Pakistan for the final
negotiations
agreement
to see how much it's going to happen.
As because 10 point, when they made this 10 point, it is already done. They are agreed. Donald Trump also says acceptable. Acceptable after
right.
discussion. Acceptable after discussion. Maybe the 1 point, 10 point or 5 point can be reduced, can be added, it may be amendment, but this 10 condition is confirmed. So, the result of the war is already clear to all, and then the same time some of the men is already raised this question, what about the Israel?
Right, Israel has still did not say regarding anything over the ceasefire of
yes.
Lebanon. The continuity is still happening.
Yes, I like to told about it as because Israel is a dependent state of America. If America told that Israel will follow. Israel already made this statement. We agree with this ceasefire agreement, but Lebanon will be out of this ceasefire condition. So, they can say about it as because Lebanon issue is not very important in this moment. Important issue to stop Iran and America war. This is the main issue. If
right.
this big issue settle, then it would be. At the same time, I like to told you, Mr. Last time, this is not first time. This is second time. During the time of Mr. Bill Clinton, the one agreement has been signed in the premises of White House in between Israel and Yasser Arafat. The
right.
agreement was signed. On that time, all over the world, the one dialogue was very nice. When the Israeli Prime Minister going to handshake with the Yasser Arafat is saying that although I am going to handshake with you, but still my countryman's blood is already on hands of the Israeli Prime Minister. It is very painful for me to handshake with the Israeli Prime Minister, but at the same time for the greater interest of the world and the nation I am agreed to handshake with the Israel. Same dialogue is pronounced by the Israeli Prime Minister also. So, the result is not established.
Right,
it's not
very important
yes,
statements coming from your
the
table.
War is not stopping between Israel and that is Palestine. The war, Hamas. The war is not stopped. The many property has been damaged. The agreement is not see the success of the view of success.
Right.
So in the same time, we are looking, but that agreement was imposed by the America. It was pressure to the Israel and pressure to the that is our Yasser Arafat. But this agreement in between America and Iran, it is not forcefully imposed to the both party. It is
Right.
amicable settlement in between main two states. So, I think it will not be like the past signing agreements of the Israel and Yasser Arafat, Palestine. It not be like this, but
Let's see how far all of these updates come to
so
fruition.
this is one thing. This is the test case. If this case is successful, then the peace will back in the Middle East, and the America and all over the world will be come in cold position. If Donald Trump is successful to establish this ceasefire agreement by this chain agreement, there is a possible Donald Trump is always very interested to get the Nobel Prize. I don't know, the Nobel Prize will provide him to or
A
not
lot of
to.
content coming from senior journalist Abdul Bari regarding the 10 points as well as whatever that has been discussed
In total
between
we discussed.
Iran as well as America. I understand that these 10 points will be the foundation stone to understand how the future shall be dictated. We know that Israel does not see as of yet how they will cease fire regarding Lebanon and southern Lebanon. It has not been on the talks. It is very important to understand, to break down how these leaders are going to come back on the negotiating table and how cooler heads will prevail.